You're watching the night's news, oh yeah!
Now from Rio Linda High School, here's a summary of the events of the last 4 months that you've probably heard about by now, but with new insights.
In other words, it is our latest episode of Night's News, bringing you news of the happenings on and off campus.
I'm William McLeod.
And I'm Jaden Samples, and welcome to our new episode of the year. To start off our show, we have some news of a student-led protest from January this year.
Led and organized by students at Rio Linda High School, our students saw problems in the community and took action.
Hello, Rio Linda High School. I'm Maddie. I'm a junior, and today I'm reporting about the recent student protest. The protest took place January 30th and was a student-led protest that consisted of about 200 kids. The students left campus at the beginning of first lunch to protest against ICE. The protest lasted about 4 hours and was being escorted by police and staff. Many people of the Rio Linda community had mixed feelings about this. Let's read some quotes. Ruby said, "It's sad that our children have to protest the same thing our parents and grandparents did. America needs to wake up. God bless our youth." Dan said, "Oh man, somebody told those kids their opinion matters, and if you protest, things will change, LOL." Crystal said, "I'm proud of them. It's good to stand up for what you believe in. I'm sure they have friends/family that worry on the daily about what could happen. Be on the loving side of history." Anne said, "On school time, ridiculous, and those kids that weren't protesting may be bullied." Hi, I'm here with
Mr. Cummings.
And what did you think about the student protest?
The student protest that happened earlier in the year, right, in January? I had good points and bad points about it. I think it's good to participate in democracy. I think it's good to stand up for your causes and things like that. I was a little bit surprised that the students were given time during the school day to protest because I thought they could have done it at lunch or after school, but I guess that defeats the whole purpose of a protest, right? So in that regard, and then I'm not sure about if vandalism occurred. If vandalism occurred, that's not cool, but otherwise I think it's a good civic moment.
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm here with Mr. Crean, and we were wondering what your reflections were on the student protest.
Thank you, Emily. It's interesting because there are individuals that were thinking that we were out there supporting the kids, protesting with them, and that was anything that's far from the truth. Our responsibility was to ensure student safety, and that's why we were out there. I believe that was successful because we had no students that were injured. We had no students that had any specific type of behavior that was completely unacceptable. So given the fact that there were no injuries, given the fact that we did have some of people that were not very kind towards the students, that was a concern we had. But for the most part, the kids were appropriate in their form. And everything worked out as far as their student safety. And that was always Emily, as you know, that's our primary concern.
Right. And so how did you feel that went? Did you think that went well?
Well, everybody came back safe. So to me, that was what our primary responsibility was. As far as the message or any of that, that wasn't why we were out there. It was student safety. And so, yes, that went well, especially with the support of Officer Price, who put himself in tight situations to ensure that all our kids were safe. And we're grateful to him for that.
I'm pretty proud of my fellow classmates.
Were you at the student protest?
No, I was not there.
And were you bullied for not going?
I was not bullied. They were pretty understanding.
I thought it was a very powerful movement. I think it was nice to see my peers stand up for what they believe in, and I'm glad that it all ended up going well.
And were you there?
I was not able to make it, no. My dad would not let me leave campus.
And were you bullied for not being there?
I was not bullied, no.
Always good to see young people making their voices heard.
Students are the only one making their voices heard. In March, for 2.5 weeks, the teachers stood out in picket lines, advocating to restrict for better wages, benefits, and smaller class sizes. Here is a view of some students now.
I am Antonio Spinella, and the hardest thing about the strike was going to school, seeing your teachers just stand there waving signs, just hoping for this change.
It's very necessary when it comes to school. You have to come and learn, not come and be here to just waste your time. So I'm very grateful for that, and just grateful for it being over. It's just not something that everybody wants to do.
And I feel like now that the strike is over, it definitely feels a lot lighter. we have teachers here and we're able to talk about it and say, that we actually missed the teachers, and it was fun. And as much as people like to talk mess about not wanting to come to school, we came, and it's actually nice to have the teachers back. You have someone that you feel like they're supporting you, and we supported them too. A lot of kids wanted to strike with them, and it's nice. I'm glad that they're back and they're getting what they wanted.
I feel really happy that it's over. With school being normal now, I could start worrying about my grades again. But I do feel a little stressed because I didn't get a lot of homework done over the strike. I only had one assignment, so I'm gonna spend a lot of time doing that now, but I feel like that's gonna catch me as well.
The push for improvement really never does stop, no matter what age you are.
Speaking of improvement, recently some of our students took a trip to a career fair, getting a view of the opportunities that await them in the working world.
I'm here with Miss Tufts. So Miss Tufts, what do we got here?
All right, you're looking at the Avid College and Career Fair. We have seniors that are out here presenting different types of careers that they're interested in, and the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors all have a college that they've investigated, they've researched, they've created presentations. There are amazing mascots around, and they're just excited to talk to you about the colleges that they want to go to next year.
All right, interesting.
How exciting yet thrilling it is to imagine what you'll be doing after your graduation.
I can only imagine what it would be like beyond my senior year. And now for a little laugh with one of our most recent productions.
Hi, my name is Benjamin. I'm Lyle.
I'm Jalen.
I'm Evan.
And I'm Jobin, and you're with the Impractical Justice.
Stop fake crying at the answer.
To be a delivery nurse?
Oh my gosh. It's because my dog just died, I'm sorry.
You got a broken kiss.
Alright, what are you most excited for? Like, I'm gonna be better for you. Come on, Jay. So, Big Daddy. Alright, so I'm a freshman this year. Yeah, that's it. Come on.
The fact that we got that time.
The plan for you is there's a lot of striking, a lot of stealing, a lot of selling, just stuff like that.
A freshman?
Nice having an interview with you. You know what? Meet me at my house at
Wow, it appears our students have been pretty busy in their productions. Well, that'll wrap up our latest episode of A Night's News, folks.
Hopefully you've gained some new insights, and be sure to follow the channel for new updates. Goodbye.
Goodbye.